Hello, everyone. I'm Jules, co-founder of Treeapp, and today I'm going to tell you a bit more about what we do. So Treeapp is a mobile app which enables anyone to plant trees for free while discovering sustainable brands. Our vision is to enable anyone to have an impact every day, and we're starting with trees. So how does it work? Well, the user gets on the app and will see a map of the world with different reforestation projects. In order to plant a tree in one of these locations, the user will watch an ad which will last 30 seconds. On the back of completing that ad, a tree will be planted on behalf of that user. The user can then go on to track their impact and how much of their footprint they've offsetted by using the app, as well as shopping for the products they've just discovered, all through our app. Since our launch 2 years ago, we've gathered over 100,000 users here in the UK, with 80% of these being acquired organically. Now, what's interesting is that as we grew the app and received, welcome tens of thousands of users, we've noticed that more and more businesses were actually reaching out to us to work on a much more B2B basis to set up tree planting sites or to integrate tree planting into their offering, as well as to offset their footprint. So we've done exactly just that. And we're now working on a B2B basis with brands to integrate tree planting into their offering, set up tree planting sites, as well as calculate and offset their footprint via the purchase of carbon credits, either VCS or gold standard certified. We've worked with over 300 brands to date, including the likes of Credit Suisse, The Economist, or L'Occitane. To give you a bit more background, for example, with DPD, we're working with them to plant trees on a monthly basis, and basically they'll be planting a tree every time they do a certain amount of electric vehicle deliveries. So this creates great, obviously, MRR for us, and we're working with a lot of these brands on a monthly recurring basis like this. We've worked with the likes of Minor Figures or Balfour Beatty, for example, to offset their carbon footprint, and HelloFresh or L'Occitane are among a lot of brands that have advertised on our app. We've raised a small round of funding in Q1 last year, and with that, we hired a team of 10 people full-time, managed to get over £20,000 of monthly recurring revenue, and have generated over £500,000 since our launch. We've also planted 1 million trees, which is equivalent to over 1 tree every minute. Our team is strong and ambitious, and we've surrounded ourselves with top advisors, as well as being part of great hubs, like being a B Corp, part of the Google SDGs, and recently being recognized by Forbes 30 under 30. We're raising £2 million to become the leading impact platform. We'll be using this money to launch internationally, grow our B2B partnerships and offering, as well as our impact, and hire more people within our tech and product team. We have over 600K already committed for this round, and we'd love to speak with you. Thank you.
Hi, Jules. It's Peter here. My question would be like, is your carbon offsetting product, is it certified by somebody?
Yes, so as I mentioned, we're only working with the highest levels of standards. So we're working with gold standard and VCS for all the certifications that we're doing.
Hi, Jules. This is Florence here. So I'm based here in the UK. My question here is about how you kind of select, what's the criteria of selecting the planting sites, and how do you make sure and track the planting afterwards? Yeah, so.
Great question. So when we started Treeapp, we knew that our expertise didn't lie in tree planting as founders. So what we've done is we've surrounded ourselves with experts in tropical forestry. So we have a board of experts in tropical forestry that have created an extensive list of criteria that we follow to select each of our planting sites. We're looking at the different methodologies of planting the trees. We're looking at obviously how they're monitoring the growth of the trees, as well as the different species that they're planting, making sure that we have at least 5 endemic species being planted per project. Happy to share more information as well via email.
In terms of internationalization, what are your next markets?
So the next market that we're going to be launching into is France, and we're planning to launch there later this year in Q4. The reason why we're thinking of France is because in Europe it's the biggest market along with Germany for sustainability, and we also have a lot of assets in the team already that we could leverage. So 2 of the 3 co-founders are French, so obviously we have already an extensive network here that we could use to launch the app as well as build brand partnerships.